by buying something I haven't bought in a while that I know makes money, but it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. My name is Kevin and we're in my cabin here and we're glad you joined us. And if you're new to the show, we do a lot of our shipping from in here. We do most of our show from in here. And then sometimes, like today, I think we had a bunch more sales. Maybe not more, but we had a lot of sales that are inside in the old eBay cave, which we used to do our show full-time from. Speaking of things that we used to do, I used to buy a particular item and I kind of gave up on it for a couple of years for a couple different reasons. But I decided last time when I was out doing some garage selling that I'd pick one up just to show you what I used to do and the process of it and whether or not it's worth it for you or not. We're going to look at that one in a little bit. I'm actually happy about the sale. Sold pretty quick, and I don't think it'll be too hard to get ready to ship, and we made some really good money on it. But we had some other things sell first, right off these shelves over here. We'll take a look at those, and then I'll take you back in the back and show you what's sold in the back. Let's go. Our first thing is right here, and my wife picked this one up. If you watch Commonwealth Picker, the garage sale video, I think it was she stole all the good stuff. I got some good things there too, but she got most of the good stuff, and she did a great job picking. She found this one. I think everything there we sold, everything there we bought for, I think 40 bucks is what we paid, and we have made a bunch of money off it already. So this is going to be pure profit. And this Furby sold for $34 plus shipping, and it does work. There's a couple little tricks to getting them to wake up, if you will. And I don't think I've made a video about it. Maybe I have, actually. I can't remember what it would be, though. So maybe I'll have to do one in a Q&A video or something coming up. But I did get this one to wake up, and it did sell. And it took a couple weeks to sell at that price, but it did. Some of those like that are worth a little less, and some of them are worth a lot of money, just depending on how rare they are. They're always better if they have the original tag on them as well, and I don't think that one does. But I've sold some green ones for a lot of value. Some of the different fur combinations can really make them worth a little bit more money. Speaking of things I haven't done in a while, sold a horror movie. My wife doesn't like me selling these. She doesn't like me buying these, so I kind of keep them in a hidden box in the eBay cave in there. But I brought this one out here today to show you. So the Nest, whew. I mean, that's something else right there. I'm not a horror person. I don't like watching this stuff per se. Well, I tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. Now, I picked this one up at a pick that I picked it twice. And it used to be a pick that we kept track of, and it was the second time I picked this particular sale. I think there was at least 1 year in between. It might have been 2 years in between. And the first time I picked this vintage horror VHS, I made just a ton of money. Probably close to $1,000 selling old vintage VHS horror movies. And the creme de la creme I got, I think I paid 25 bucks for, I literally filled the trunk of my car up. And I was disappointed I hadn't found anything in like the first hour of garage selling, and that almost never happens. And then I stumbled across this, and it really paid off. But the best one I sold, I still laugh when I think about it, was Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. And that thing went for, I think, around $170 for that one. And it was in rough shape. It stunk like smoke. Had to spend weeks trying to get all that smell out of these. But I went back and picked it a couple years later. Paid $5 more and pulled a bunch of stuff out. Called it the I Love Hot Mom sale because the guy was wearing that shirt. And we used to keep track of it, but I kind of retired that one. But this is pure profit at this point. $18 free shipping for this one. So it's not too bad. And my wife will be very happy that this one is outside of the house. Sold another video game, and this one did not come from the $100 buy. I think I paid $2 for this one at a particular garage sale, and didn't make much money on it. But I bought it because it's Xbox One, and it's sealed, and it sold for $14.95 with free shipping. So let's just do some calculations on this. So it's going to cost, it's going to be under 3. These are really light ones. It's going to be under 4 ounces to ship this one. So let's just say $3 to ship it. Let's say $2 in fees, which give or take a little bit on that one. So we're already up to $5. I paid $2. There's 7, sold for 15. So I'm going to make an $8 profit on this one. All right, here is an item right here. The micro machines, not this one. This limousine's not included. I still haven't put the micro machines up for auction, but I have listed a few of them. I sold one car off, and this one came from the unexpected jackpot sale that is on Commonwealth Picker. And these right here, just these little micro machine Jeeps and Army things, they sold for $16. Not the plate, not the Wedgwood plate. Over the years, Tim, you should be proud of me. And over the years, I bought a Wedgwood plate. What is this, Jasperware, right? Am I getting better at it? This one isn't even in great shape, and it doesn't have much value. I just wanted to show you that I bought it. At any rate, these are going out for $15.95 free shipping. Oh, and I want to mention one other thing here. I've been watching, it's been nice to see Michelle over at Thrifting 101 putting out a few more videos lately, and we have enjoyed those as well. Thanks. All right, I was at a garage sale the other day, and sometimes you're at a community sale, which they don't happen all that much around here. And there's a series of sales, and you kind of have to roll the dice. Which one am I going to go to first? And you kind of glance at them and look. And I decided I was going to go to the end and then come back towards my car. And as I did, I found something at that first sale, but that thing that I found was going to be there regardless. Nobody else was going to pick it but me. It was a really, really nice item, and I'm going to make a bunch of money on it. But there were some other items. As I came back, I saw somebody buy a Wii in a box with a bunch of games for 20 bucks. I'm like, well, if I would have gone this direction, I would have got that, and I would have got the item that I bought. And so I was kind of a little bit like, oh man, I made the wrong choice. So I decided I was going to make my money back that I missed out on by buying something I haven't bought in a while that I know makes money, but it's a bit of a pain in the butt. And I wanted to show it to y'all and talk about it a little bit. So let's go back in the back and take a look at that. All right, so the item is on the Saskatchewan shelf, which is right here. And it is this right here. It's this small TV, relatively small, I suppose, in today's standards. So it's fairly big. I don't have the dimensions on it right offhand. I think this is a 13-inch monitor right here if you measure across. I think that's right. And it's a Trinitron. So if you ever come across Sony Trinitrons, and I find them often, I find the large ones all the time, and I have bought the large ones in the past and tried to sell them locally, and I have found it to be very difficult. But if I lived in a bigger city, I would buy Sony Trinitrons and I would sell them on Facebook Marketplace, and you can make money almost all day long. So I only buy the small ones. Usually I used to buy small TVs that were VCR combos. You've probably, if you watch Cincinnati Picker, you've seen him do it, and I think he's given up on it as well. I had a bunch of success for years selling these type TVs with VHS in them. However, the problem is that a lot of them just simply don't work, and they're very hard to find the remotes for as well. This one actually came with a remote, but the remote was trashed and it didn't work very well. Paid $5 for the TV, and I probably should have listed it for $100, but I'm like, you know what, this is big. I want to sell it. I want to get it packaged. I want to get it gone, and I put a little bit extra into the shipping. You know, I use the dimensions and then I make it a little bigger on each side and put some more weight on it to make sure I'm covering my shipping costs. And this one's going pretty nearby, so this one's only going to cost about 25 bucks to ship. But I got $75 for it, and it was only listed for, I think, 2 days, and it's sold. So I don't think I have a box for this one. I might have to go buy a box at Walmart or Lowe's or something, and we'll get that thing packaged up. And it's a process. So that thing is probably going to take, I don't know, let me think here. If I get the right size box and don't have to do too much cutting on it, it's probably still going to take me 25 minutes to get that thing ready from beginning to end. But you know what? You pay $5, you get $75 after fees. You know, you're making, you know, over $50 profit easy on that item. A little bit more than that, actually. And I think it's well worth the time that you put into it. You know, that's almost $100 an hour right there. Now, there is some risk in these. If you don't package them up well, they're going to give you trouble. And if you ever get a return on them, there's going to be trouble as well. But other than that, they're pretty good money makers. If you find this particular model out there, scoop it up and put a little higher price on it than I did, probably around $85 to $100, and you can sell it. Now, this one had a couple little spots in it, and I just decided to sell it cheap. So anyway, give it a shot and tell me what you think, but you better be prepared to lift some heavy weight and put it in a box and have the right packaging material. You know, I don't mind spending $4 to $5 in packaging material to make sure I protect my investment here, because I'm going to make, I don't know, let's see. You figure $10 in fees on that. You paid $5, that's $15, sold for $75, so that's a $60 profit. I'm not at all disappointed if I have to spend $5 of that in order to protect it and knock my profit down a little bit. All right, so thanks for joining me with that one. Let's go inside and take a look at what's sold out of the eBay case. I have an Interman going out today to Lindsay, William, and Chad says he loves the show. So thank you, Chad, and thanks to all three of you. We appreciate it. We hope they get things moving for you. All right, here's a green Princess phone. I like to buy the ones that are unique colors. I don't know what, forest green isn't exactly the most amazing. Pink and blue and that stuff's a little better, but it's certainly better than beige. $18 plus shipping. All right, I have a Ralph Lauren polo jacket, denim jacket going out XL. I gotta make sure this is the right one. I think I have one more, so I gotta double check that. I can't remember where I picked this one up, and I don't see a little hole. If you're a Goodwill buyer, depends on where you're from. Goodwill will put the tags and they'll put them through here a lot of times. If you're lucky, sometimes they'll stick them through the shirt itself, which blows my mind. But I don't remember buying this. I wouldn't be surprised if I bought it. Matter of fact, I probably did. I just don't remember where I bought it. I mean, I would be shocked if I paid more than 10 bucks for it, but more like 5, maybe even less than that. But who knows? If it was at the Goodwill, it was $6.99. $35 plus shipping on that jacket. All right, Gary picked up an Interman and a set of lights. I think we sold one of these sets the other day. We don't sell them together. They just picked them up together, and he left a little note. Let me read to you. He says, "Hey, Kevin and all, just a small order to help support your channel and a huge thumbs up for you and your wife and for the Homeschool Hustler. In the past several months, I have become a huge fan and don't miss watching any of your videos soon after they are posted." That is flattering. Thank you so much, and thank you to everybody out there who does that. I don't know if you've noticed, I used to put out 7 on one channel, and well, to be honest, I put out 10 videos a week, and I have slowed down just a little bit where I am skipping a day a week on one channel and 2 on the other, so it's more like 8 videos a week, and I plan to make that 7, to be honest with you. But I have had a blast. We have all had a blast kind of accepting y'all into our family, and we appreciate you, and we appreciate the comments. At any rate, we do appreciate all of it and all of the comments as well, and the purchases, and just on and on and on. He says, "Really enjoying the history you share, all the bolos and other seller tips, plus all the fun and entertainment that you share. Thanks for everything. Keep up the great work." So thank you, Gary. We appreciate it, and I wouldn't be doing it if people like you weren't watching and enjoying it. So thanks so much. We appreciate it, and they're both headed your way. And I'm not going to hit that button this time. I promise. All right, I won't. All right, we're going to head back out in the Commonwealth cabin. I think Turner has 2 sales for us today, if I remember correctly. It's hard to remember. I get so confused. All the days kind of run together. But I'm going to say goodbye to y'all from in here, and we will see you next time. All right, we got a homeschool hustler with us right now. Turner, what's sold? Or wait a minute. You have an announcement. What do you want to tell him?
My tooth.
Turner's tooth came out, and he's excited about it. Did the tooth fairy leave you some money?
Yeah, $2.
$2? Wow, that's pretty good.
That only happens with the first tooth. You know that, right?
How much do you get with the rest of the teeth, you think? $1?
Probably a quarter.
$1.
$1.
All right. Well, you're going to get more than that right here doing these sales. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are these things?
Like McDonald's things, and they turn into like Transformers.
They're like changeables, Transformers or something, huh?
Yeah.
And your mama listed those, and I don't know if she found them, or did you find these?
No, you picked up.
I picked these. This is like one of the few things I found at that garage sale, so I'm proud of them. Hold them up so we can see them.
You want to open it up?
And yeah, they will open up. He's got these little shoes on down here, so he's struggling a little bit. There you go, and you just open up, turns into a...
Oh, wow.
Transformer.
Oh, yeah.
Turns into a little transformer, doesn't it? And you don't remember these little cartons. I remember those for the chicken nuggets and the egg McMuffins. Speaking of which, I'm going to show them some up here, bud. We had another purchase, and this was bought by a girl being frugal. And she sent me a message when we listed these on the kids store. Actually, I think she sent me a message when she watched the video. And you are awesome. You have bought some other things from us in the past, and she has her own YouTube channel as well. And I'll try and put a link in here somewhere. And it's hotcakes and an egg McMuffin, quarter pounder, and a soda and some chicken nuggets. And so those are headed your way. And I think those over there sold for $16.90, and these sold for, I think, around 20 bucks. I think is what we got for those. So pretty good deal. All right, you want to tell them goodbye?
Bye.
All right, see you later.